Okay, this next question comes from Marlina Carter, and Marlina says, is it acceptable to let any employee go due to their negative mindset? Marlina owns a pet grooming salon, and she says, I have one groomer who is pretty good at grooming, but 3 out of 4 statements that come out of her mouth are negative. I'm a positive person by nature and can find a silver lining in every single situation, and the complaining really annoys me. Is that enough reason to let her go, or what should I do? Okay, Marlina, becoming a leader in our company and learning how to manage and lead employees is the #1 problem of any business in the world. And as we grow, we start to learn how to implement processes and trainings and things to make this a little bit easier to do, but we have to just know beyond a shadow of a doubt that people in our business, it's a never-ending thing. If it were as easy as just putting an ad out there online, hiring somebody, and them doing an amazing job and never being a problem, there would be a lot more entrepreneurs and there would be a lot more successful entrepreneurs in the world today. But unfortunately, the fact is that that's not the reality. When we hire people, we want to hire people based on 2 different things: the skills they provide to do the job and the culture that we want to create. What is their personality and does it match our culture? So those are the 2 things, skill and personality. And our job is to put together a great brand and culture that we then can advise that person of what kind of culture we have at our company and do they fit. This lets them, when we're hiring them and interviewing them and we present what kind of culture we have at our company, they get the decision to make that whether or not they fit it. So if your culture is one of upbeat, bright, positive attitude, somebody usually knows whether or not they're that type of person. They may lie, and I know this is going to sound kind of funny, but people lie to get jobs all the time, every day, and 5 times last Sunday. But if in our processes we make them sign a document that says that I agree to these core values of the company, when that employee has a bad personality, a negative personality, or does something that doesn't fit the core values of our company, we can bring that person in the very first time they do it, not the 50th time, but the first time, and say, hey, Joe, I brought you in today because I noticed that you did something that did not fit our core values. Here is what happened. You did this in this situation, and that doesn't fit this particular core value. And I wanted to find out what happened and what we need to do to make sure that we maintain the core values of our company at all times. This lets them know that your core values and the culture that you're looking to create are things that are not up to debate. Either people are going to abide by the core values of the company or they're going to choose to not have a job there anymore. If you wait and let things pile up and pile up and pile up, by the time you bring them in to talk to them, you're already incredibly frustrated at all the different things that they've done, and you're just now bringing it to their attention, and it catches them off guard. This is why, as leaders, constant feedback is really important. So implement good core values and hire based on your core values, and then manage your team based on those core values. Now, in the same regard, we as leaders want to make sure that we recognize when our team is doing a great job and when they do things that are awesome for the company, because employees want recognition. We as leaders, sometimes we don't have the personalities where we need recognition, because where do we go for recognition? So we're used to not getting it, but our team members want that recognition in order to feel great about where they're working. So it's both sides. Let them know when they're not doing a good job, but equally let them know when they're doing a good job. My advice to you in this situation is to have a heart-to-heart conversation with this team member and talk about the core values of the company and how attitude and enthusiasm is a big part of the job. And if that's something that they don't adhere to or something they don't think they can do, then you understand as the owner of the company that they are making a choice to not work there anymore. We don't have to fire people for not doing a good job. They're firing themselves for not doing a good job. It's up to us to free up their future or make them a better employee. That's on us. Hope that helps, Marlena. Thanks.